Welcome to Daily New Vibes. Tonight's story will take you into the depths of fear, where silence holds secrets and shadows hide forgotten voices. Get ready for a chilling tale. The Forgotten Well. There is an old village in the English countryside, abandoned for decades. The houses are broken, the streets are empty, but in the middle of the ruins lies a stone well, half covered by ivy and moss. The villagers once called it the Forgotten Well. Locals say no one should go near it after sunset. They believe the well is cursed, that it doesn't just hold water, but whispers, shadows, and souls. Decades ago, in the 1800s, the well was the heart of the village. People drew water daily, children played around it, and life seemed peaceful. But then people started disappearing. At first, it was small things, goats, chickens, even a dog. Then, one night, a child vanished while playing near the well. No trace was ever found. Soon, more followed, men, women, families. Every disappearance happened close to the well, until the villagers abandoned the village in fear. But the legend did not die. Years later, a young historian named Daniel Carter decided to investigate the site. He was fascinated by stories of haunted places, and when he heard about the Forgotten Well, he knew he had to see it for himself. Armed with his notebook, camera, and a lantern, he arrived at the ruins on a foggy evening. The village was silent, except for the wind brushing through the grass. Houses leaned sideways, their roofs caved in. Nature had swallowed most of the place, but the well stood firm, as if untouched by time. Daniel felt an unnatural chill when he approached it. He leaned over the stone edge. The well was deep, so deep that his lantern light couldn't touch the bottom. Then he heard it, a faint whisper. At first he thought it was the wind, but the voice was clear. "Help! Me!" Daniel froze. He whispered back, "Hello?" The reply was almost immediate. "Set me free." His heart raced. He dropped a small rock into the well to measure the depth. Instead of splashing into water, the rock fell endlessly, echoing longer than it should have. The air grew colder, and the whispers grew louder. Suddenly, he felt something grip his arm. Not physically, but inside his mind. A voice, stronger now, whispered, "Look inside." Against his better judgment, Daniel raised his lantern and leaned deeper. For a brief moment, he saw faces pale, distorted, reaching hands clawing upward from the darkness. He stumbled back, terrified. The ground trembled slightly under him, and he realized this wasn't just a well. It was a gateway. The whispers turned to screams. Daniel tried to run, but his legs felt heavy, as though the ground itself wanted to hold him. Behind him, the sound of footsteps echoed, but when he turned, no one was there. Only shadows moved along the walls of the ruined houses. The voices grew louder. "Join us! Join us!" Desperate, Daniel ran, tripping over stones, but the path seemed endless. Every time he thought he had reached the road out, he found himself back at the well. It was as if the village had reshaped itself, trapping him in a loop. Hours passed, at least it felt like hours. His lantern dimmed. The whispers never stopped. He sat near the well, exhausted, and that's when he saw it. His own reflection in the darkness below. But it wasn't him, it was a twisted version, with hollow eyes and a wide, unnatural grin. The reflection spoke. "You're already one of us," Daniel screamed, dropping the lantern into the well. Darkness swallowed him completely. The next morning, travelers passing by found the village empty again. The historian's car was parked nearby, his notebook lying on the ground with frantic scribbles. The well is not empty. The well is alive. Daniel Carter was never seen again. To this day, villagers warn, never look into the Forgotten Well. If you do, it won't just take your reflection, it will take your soul. Thank you for listening to tonight's story. Remember, curiosity can sometimes lead us to places we can never return from. The Forgotten Well still waits in silence, for the next soul to lean too close. This is Daily New Vibes. Until next time, sleep with one eye open.